Okay. Take 3. The horrendous background noise that you guys get to deal with now until like wintertime is my window being open with a fan in it and traffic outside because I live on a busy road. So yeah, traffic noise. Anyway, this is my half week on tea update, and next week you guys will get my week and a half on tea update because I work on Fridays. I can't do my update videos on Friday, so it's not going to be exactly a week. I did get a whole bunch of different body measurements and my weight taken down the day I had my first shot, so like starting next week, if there's any noticeable changes in like body mass shifting and moving around, you know, if my head doubles in size or something, I'll make sure to point that out. Anyway, nothing has changed really. Not physically anyway. The only one that I might consider to actually be changing at all would be genital growth, and I wouldn't really call it growth so much as I'd call it a slight swelling. So it's very uncomfortable and itchy and nasty, and like, is there like a style of underwear that is more comfortable for that? Because it's really, really, really uncomfortable, especially since I'm so active at work. Otherwise, three things. Yeah, actually, 3 things. Three's not my favorite number. It just comes up a lot. 3 things. I've been sleeping like a rock. You know, I thought, you know, like the day after my shot, and then Saturday night, I thought it was maybe just because I was exhausted all week, but it kept happening. Like, usually I have a lot of problems sleeping, even when I am tired. I mean, I'm sure I look tired right now, but I actually did. I slept like 14 hours last night. I'm sleeping like a rock. Like, I'm laying in bed and I'm passing out, and when I open my eyes again, I literally haven't even moved position all night, and I didn't even sleep that soundly when I was a baby. So, that's interesting. That's an interesting change for me. I don't really remember my dreams anymore, but when I am waking up in the morning, they seem to be a lot more vivid. You know, like, usually when I take melatonin to try and sleep, my dreams are like really crazy vivid, and that's kind of like what they've been since my tea shot. So if that keeps up, then I'll, you know, for several more days, like until next week, I'll probably attribute that to the testosterone, because that's new, that's definitely different, and I haven't changed anything else. Just sleeping like a rock. It actually took until Sunday. This is a new topic. It actually took until Sunday for my leg pain to go away. Like, there was this bruise about half of a dime right around the injection site, and I'm a wuss, but my entire leg hurt so bad that I could really not even do anything but walk, and even then I was walking with a slight limp. So it took until Sunday before my leg stopped hurting. So 3 days, which isn't that bad considering the fact that I don't only have to do the shots every 2 weeks right now. Second thing is, and I'll mention this again next week if this continues, so that I know whether or not to attribute it to the tea, but a lot of times I'm daydreaming, like I'm just staring off into space, just kind of staring, not really doing anything, just staring off into space, and I've caught myself doing that, and I stop and I go, wait a minute, what was I thinking about? And I haven't been thinking about anything. Like, instead of staring off into space and my mind running like 100 billion miles a minute, it's just quiet. This is very strange for me, very different. I'll pay attention and see if it keeps doing that. Usually I can think, oh, I was just thinking about this and that other thing in this TV show that I watched when I was 6 years old, and what I'm supposed to be eating for dinner next Tuesday, and usually all this shit is running through my mind all the time, and over the weekend and then yesterday and today, I find myself staring off into space. I'm not thinking about anything, you know, which makes me think of all those times when I had friends who were guys and I was like, hey, what are you thinking about? And they're like, nothing. Maybe they really were not thinking about anything. So that's new. And the third one is, despite like sleeping a rock and looking exhausted, I feel more awake. Like, it takes me a little bit longer to get going in the morning, but once I get going, I feel more energetic. Like, I feel more active, and again, I'll keep my eye on that to see if it's just some way related to the euphoria of having tea. I wouldn't really consider euphoria. I'm not that happy about it, but if it keeps up, then that is something else I would attribute to it. Is once I get moving in the daytime, I want to keep moving. I want to go outside more. I want to go places, and I want to drive around, and I want to go weed the yard, and I want to go cut down trees, and I want to go build shit. Yeah, I want to do things, like do things with my hands and with my body, and that's cool because I'm a very lazy person for the most part, so having this urge to get up and do something is kind of a beneficial change. So I think that covers it for this week. Yeah, that covers it. I had to cancel the appointment that I was gonna do today because I didn't even have money for groceries, let alone to go back into the city for a consultation with somebody who's supposed to help me work out the financial burden of transition. But I have to go pay to talk to somebody to help me deal with a financial burden of bills. I find that really ironic for some reason, but I had to cancel that because I couldn't make it in, so I think my next appointment isn't until I go to get my next shot in 2 weeks, which will be right before I go out of town. Yeah, that's it. And here's my cat who's trying to get in my video again. And that's a very large truck outside. Will you leave my computer alone? Seriously, cat, leave it alone. Sit over there. Okay. But yeah, I've been like wasting an entire minute saying I should end the video, so I'm just gonna end it now.